Mhm. I'll share with you the screen. Our previous vocabulary, it was Unit 8, Lesson 8. It is all about job fairs, interviews. Today is the last lesson in this unit. Let's run the test. Let's run the test. So, position, what will it be?
Position, посада,
Position, посада.
Посада, interview,
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 співбесіда, інтерв'ю.
бесіда, opportunity,
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 можливість,
можливість.
можливість, так, salary,
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 зарплата,
зарплата.
зарплата. Next one, to select,
to select,
To select,
вибирати,
обирати, вибирати.
обирати, вибирати, this one, slot,
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 вільне місце,
слот, вільний час.
slot, вільний час, word of mouth,
word of mouth,
Word of mouth. З
З
вуст в
вуст-
уста, сарафанне радіо.
You are right. Next one, picky,
які
Піккі,
вибагливий,
вибагливий, прискіпливий.
вибагливий, прискіпливий. Next one,
Aware,
aware,
обізнаний.
обізнаний, independence,
independent,
Independence, незалежність.
незалежність. Next one, to be familiar with,
be
To
familiar,
be familiar with,
бути знайомим,
бути знайомим з чимось.
бути знайомим з чимось. Okay. To find out,
to
To find out, з'ясовувати.
з'ясовувати. To be located,
to be
To
located,
be located, бути розташованим.
бути розташованим. To impress,
to
To
impress,
impress,
вражати,
вражати.
вражати когось. Definitely,
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 безумовно,
безумовно.
безумовно. Reference,
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 рекомендація,
рекомендація.
рекомендація. Connections,
Connections,
зв'язки,
зв'язки.
зв'язки. Interested,
interested,
Interested, зацікавлений.
зацікавлений. To advance,
to
To
advance,
advance,
просуватися,
просуватись, покращувати.
просуватись, чи просувати, покращувати. Так. HR,
HR, відділ кадрів.
відділ кадрів. I think everything is here, right? It is. Let's open our small game to repeat it quicker. Mhm. Victor, join our game. Good morning. We are repeating words. Join our game. Excellent. Роздивіться уважно, бо у всіх по-різному грузиться. Не спішіть. Okay. Lesson 8. Lesson 7. Okay. And for the last time. Was this one a surprise?
Наприклад і приклад.
Maybe for example and example.
Да. Наприклад і приклад.
It is from A2.
Ага.
But what is the topic? Emergency, disasters. Яка тут тема у вас вискочила?
Е, Купа всього.
Різноманітна?
Виграли навіть. Програла спочатку.
Victor, what was the topic?
Oh, I don't remember title, but
Ну, слова на що схожі?
rely on example.
Вирішувати проблеми, solve the problems.
Мгм. Okay.
Назва.
Okay. Let's repeat our previous idiom, knock on wood shortly. We haven't had blackout yet, knock on wood.
Мгм.
Mhm.
Your examples, please. Natalia?
Knock on wood, tomorrow we going to vacation.
Okay. Victor, Stas, continue.
I will be impressed, knock on wood.
Okay.
We are going to have a new project, knock on wood.
Okay. It was our idiom. In our previous lesson also we have some reported speech to finish, but that's okay. Let me show you our today's one. It is last in this unit. Manage your career, Unit 8. Today we have Lesson 9, preparing for an interview. We have some conversation, of course, vocabulary. One tricky word, 2 idioms, and maybe role play about interview. We'll try to pass some interview maybe. Let me show you small conversation. We have 2 slides here. Interview etiquette, interview the same. How to be interviewed. Ask each other, please, about this position. For example, why is it important to dress appropriately? Natalia, what do you think?
I think it's important
Mhm.
because when you look for a job, you need to your view was professional, was and I think when you dress appropriately, your employer will be more you interested for employer.
Mhm. You will be interesting for employer. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And continue. Ask Victor next one. Victor to Stas. Show up on time. Natalia, ask.
Uh-huh. What do you think is important to go into the interview up on time?
Mhm.
I think yes, it's very important because it's impolite when you're late, and it will make bad impression about it, herself.
Mhm.
What about punctuality?
Yeah, it's also important. Yeah, it can show that you are not punctual and maybe you're not good fit for this company.
Mhm.
And the company will have a problem with you
Mhm.
if you don't have punctuality.
Bad asset. Yeah.
Yes.
Bad asset. Okay. Continue.
Okay, Stas, what do you think? Is it important to turn off cell phones during interview?
Mhm.
Yes, I think it's important thing. It's new disrespectful
Mhm.
and it как заважає interferes with the process.
Mhm.
Ну, тобто заважає процесу.
Mhm.
Yes, I think it's important thing.
Mhm. Continue.
Natalia, what do you think about greet and smile on interview?
Mhm.
I think great. It is. I think it's depend where I look interview. When is a big company with strict communication in this company. When you smile, you need to have межа якось level to be polite, but it's not your friend, and you don't need to be with your employer how you stand with your friend. You need to be great and it's to be polite with during the interview.
Mhm. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
What do you think, Victor? Is good to be a good listener?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say it's very important because we should listen to somebody, because if you're not a good listener, you'd probably skip a lot of important information, and again, you'll be a bad asset for the company. So you need to listen very carefully. That's how I think.
Okay, thank you.
And Stas, what do you think about asking question during interview? Is it important?
Yes, I think it's important too. This will show that we are interested. So we are in no hurry and we want to know the details in order to make a decision.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
Natalia, what do you think about send and thank you note
Mhm.
on
I
interview?
think it's good. It's polite when you thank thank for the time when employer for the meeting, for the interview, and the time when we has when you have interview. It's a good. It's polite.
Can it increase?
Thank you.
Can it increase chances to get the job?
I think yes.
It can.
Yes.
What about this? Next, first,
Have to be interviewed.
check information.
Victor,
Ask-
what do you think? What do you think? It's you need to check information about the company when you have an interview.
Before interview, yeah.
Before interview.
Before.
It actually depends. I think yes, because first company interested in employees that is interested in company, but not just to do some work for some temporary time and then switch it when some better position occur. And for example, for big companies like Microsoft or Google, it's very important to know about company. If you don't know about companies, they won't even, I think, listen to you. So it is important.
Is it a great idea to check their job listing for similar positions in other regions, maybe?
Yes, I think yes. Because I think interview, it's not only the company looking for some worker, but worker to look for a company. It should be things like maybe relationships. So both should know about each other.
Okay, especially if you are not in a hurry and you're a good specialist, yeah, you have time to consider something.
Yes.
If it's not your first job and you really need it. Okay, next one.
Stas, what do you think? Is it important to gather all your documents that may be needed?
I think it's important. I think it's needed, but the impression from our communication is more important.
What if they ask you for diploma and you don't have it?
As for me, I think it's necessary. Не обов'язково, да? Necessary. Unnecessary. As I say earlier, I think impression from our communication will be more important.
Okay, let's discuss at the end eye contact.
Natalia, what do you think about smile and maintain eye contact?
Eye contact.
Eye contact. Eye contact. Eye contact.
I think it's important to be open to the conversation. It's and I think it's normal when you look for your employer and in his or her eyes. Eyes contact is very important. It's show for your employers what that you open for conversation, and when you smile, it's but it's very
It depends.
тонка грань, да.
Mm,
I don't. It depends of the job when you look for a job in bank or in a big strict company. It's not normal when you all time smile, but it's when you need a job in more open it and more maybe with children you look for a job with children or in more strict company, and it's normal when you smile.
mhm,
It depends on the job.
mhm. If somebody doesn't like to establish eye contact, should he force himself to do so? If somebody doesn't like to to do eye contact, should he force himself to do so? What do you think?
I don't know, maybe one person is dependent on another person. I like when another person look in my eyes.
I mean, if candidate doesn't like to do so.
And it's we all of us, each of us is another person with your character, and it's not it depends for the work position in company or in what job you're looking, because when you look in position in bank, maybe it's normal when you know it's this or another IT communication, maybe it's this person is closed, maybe.
Mhm. Excellent. Okay, thank you. We have finished conversation task, I could say. We can proceed. Today's vocabulary. The topic is preparing for an interview. You can see on your screens the list. No, it shouldn't be test. It should be learning mode. One sec. It shouldn't be test. Like this. Okay. It's a better strategy to learn this at the lesson if you don't have time at home. So let's read and pick. A struggle.
A struggle.
A struggle.
Боротьба.
Боротьба.
Боротьба. To struggle. Боротися. Struggle. Боротьба. Михайло, good morning. In the long run.
In
the long run.
In the long run.
Довгострокові
Довгострокові.
В довгостроковій перспективі. Next one. To hire.
to
To
hire,
hire.
Hire.
наймати.
Мати на роботу.
Students, one sec. I have to check the doc.
Окей.
One sec.
Okay.
It wanted to go to another room. Okay. To hire. Наймати на роботу.
Наймати.
Okay. Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Задоволення.
Задоволення.
Satisfaction. Задоволення. On a regular basis.
On a
On a
regular
regular
On a
basis.
regular basis.
На
Регулярній
регулярній основі часто. Да?
Specifically.
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 Конкретно.
Конкретно.
Конкретно. Specific. Конкретний. To impress.
To impress.
To impress. Вражати.
Вражати. Дивувати.
Вражати, дивувати. Фантастика. To be better off.
To be
To be
better
better
off.
off.
Бути в кращому становищі.
It is an idiom.
Мгм.
Salary.
Salary.
Salary,
Зарплата.
зарплата.
Attorney.
Attorney.
Attorney,
Адвокат.
Адвокат.
Адвокат. Struggle. Тут одразу можна.
struggle,
Struggle.
Боротьба.
Боротьба.
You can say in Ukrainian at once.
In the
Довго
long
строку.
run.
in the long run, в довгостроковій перспективі.
Next one.
To
To
hire.
hire.
To hire,
Наймати
Наймати.
роботу.
Наймати. Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction,
Задоволення.
задоволення.
Задоволення. Так, тримати. On a regular basis.
On a
On a
regular
On a
basis.
regular basis. На регулярній
Регулярній
основі.
основі часто.
Repeatedly. Specifically.
Specifically.
Specifically,
Конкретно.
конкретний.
Конкретно. It's an adverb. To impress.
To
To
impress.
impress, вражати.
Вражати. To be better off.
Щоб
To be
better
better
To
off.
be better off.
кращим в чомусь.
It's
Становище.
It's tricky to use. Salary. Зарплата.
Salary.
Attorney.
Адвокат.
Attorney,
Адвокат.
адвокат.
What is the synonym?
Lawyer,
Lawyer. Okay. Schedule.
Schedule.
schedule,
Розклад.
розклад.
Блискуче. Prospect.
Проспект.
Prospect,
Перспектива.
Перспектива. Satisfying.
Satisfying.
satisfying,
Задовільняє.
задовольняючий.
Задовольняючий. To fire.
To fire.
To fire, звільняти.
Звільняти.
Звільняти. Invaluable.
Invaluable.
Invaluable,
Безцінний.
Invaluable. Безцінний.
invaluable.
Point.
Point,
Пункт.
Пункт.
Пункт. To exaggerate.
To exaggerate.
Exaggerate.
exaggerate,
Електронна таблиця.
Перебільшувати.
Перебільшувати.
Да.
To exaggerate. Перебільшувати.
exaggerate.
Spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet,
Електронна таблиця.
Електронна таблиця. Супер. Reference. Було вже.
reference, рекомендація.
Interview. Співбесіда.
Інтерв'ю.
Schedule.
Schedule.
Schedule,
Розклад.
розклад.
Prospect.
Prospect, перспектива.
Перспектива. Satisfying.
Satisfying.
Satisfying,
Задовольняючий.
Задовільняючий. Задовольняючий. To fire.
To fire. Звільняти.
звільняти.
Звільняти. Invaluable.
Invaluable.
Valuable,
Безцінний.
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 Фантастика. Let's finish. Point.
Point.
Point, пункт.
To exaggerate.
To
To
exaggerate.
exaggerate,
Перебільшувати.
Більше перебільшувати.
Перебільшувати. You can see to exaggerate. Spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet.
spreadsheet, електронна таблиця.
Електронна таблиця. We can see Excel. Reference. Рекомендація. Interview. Співбесіда. Excellent. Mhm. We have read here twice, so I think at this point we can skip reading here. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, okay.
And how to use this to be better off?
To be better off. I'll post vocabulary to our group. To be better off, it is an idiom, but it is used like adjective. For example, some woman can break relationships, and you can say you're better off without him. You're better off without him. Or it's better for you to quit the job. It will be better in the long run. Через якийсь час ти будеш в плюсі.
It will be better off. Чи off тоді немає.
Обов'язково.
Better off.
Better off, let's read. Victor, let's read.
In a more satisfactory situation than you were before.
Translate.
Ну, більш задовольняючі ситуації, ніж ти був до того.
Yes, у перевазі. Example.
I know you are unhappy that the relationship ended, but you're better off without him. Ага. Я знаю, що ти нещасливий через те, що відносини закінчилися, але ти в кращій позиції без нього.
Look at this. You are. It means that it is adjective. You are. You are better. You are more advanced, yeah? You are richer, багатший, бо тут далі про гроші. Richer. You are better off without him. Better – це ж ступень порівняння. Да? Воно само по собі не вживається. You are better ми так не скажемо. А better off разом – це прикметник. Наталя, let's read. Better off.
Better off also means having more money and a better level of comfort in your life than you had before or than someone else has.
Translate.
Краще також, бути в кращому також означає мати більше грошей і кращий рівень комфорту в твоєму житті, ніж ти мав до того. Чи коли хтось також мав.
Або більше, ніж у когось.
Або більше. Краще, ніж сусіда. Окей.
Example.
People in this country are far better off than they were 10 years ago. Люди в цій країні живуть краще, ніж вони жили 10 років тому.
So you can see we can't put verb, for example, yeah? We can compare better of something or give some result, but not action. Але не дієсловом ми продовжуємо. Better off after something, better off if you do something. In conditional it is often used. You'll be better off if you. Yeah? Щось краще буде, якщо ти. It is tricky to use, so I have prepared more about it. Better off adjective, no comparative. Це не порівняльний в цьому випадку. Да? Це better пропадає. Stas, let's read. I'll zoom it. Pretty much the same, but let's read.
Having more money than someone else or than you had before.
And example.
An example. She'll be about 50 funds. Pounds a week better off.
Вживання. Translate, please.
Так.
У плюсі виходить.
Мати більше грошей, чим хтось ще, або більше, ніж ти мав до цього. Так, приклад. Вона she'll be about, вона буде мати близько 50 фунтів у неділю.
Хоч тут немає мати. She will have тут немає.
Вона буде близько 50 фунтів у неділю. Вона буде близько 50 фунтів, ніж вік better off. Не знаю.
Okay, let's think about it. Victor, Natalia, what do you think? Victor, translate.
Тиждень буде.
It doesn't. Вона буде
Отримувати на 50 більше, ніж попереднього тижня.
Тут написано a week. A week. Вона буде в плюсі. Я призначав бути в плюсі. Да.
Да.
Вона буде в плюсі на 50 фунтів на тиждень.
Мгм.
В плюсі
У неділю.
a week, бачите,
Мгм.
a week. Не просто там in a week, через тиждень. Якщо б тут було in
Мгм.
a week, да, вона буде в плюсі на 50 фунтів через тиждень. А тут вона просто буде в плюсі або матиме більше на 50 щотижня.
Мгм.
Мгм.
То есть на 50. Якщо ти мала 100, то вже буде мати 150.
Ну да.
Так,
Да, це як можна вжити на практиці на роботі, да? You will be sticky to better off if you advance, if you work harder, if you improve your level, you'll be some better off. You'll be $20 better off if you do
If
some.
you know English.
Угу. І проста версія. Happier, improved, more successful. Victor, let's read. Тут with доставляється.
Happy and more successful was better off with. I think she's better off without him. Я думаю, що їй краще без нього.
And next one.
Be
Better
better
off
off with
doing.
something. He'd be better off starting with something simpler. Їм буде краще розпочати з чогось простішого.
So you
Ніж
can
тоді
see
готуватися.
usage is like to look forward. Not verb, but verb ing. Verb plus ing. He'd be better off of starting with something simpler or some explanation. I'll give you all the screenshots.
Перепрошую, а останнє речення ще раз переклад. Вона.
Останнє, там де він,
Да. Те, що Віктор зараз читав.
ну йому буде краще, чи він буде в плюсі, да?
Хедлі. Угу.
Це would. Це would.
Ага.
Він буде в плюсі, якщо почне з чогось простішого.
Буде в плюсі. Угу.
Бути в плюсі, it will be good for you, проста версія. Ось бачите переклади. Happier, improved, more successful. Можете так розшифрувати. He would be more successful. Ось де що останнє. Він буде більш успішним, починаючи з чогось простішого. To be better off. Okay.
Thank you.
We have time for a few more explanations, examples. Better off. Natalia, let's read.
The country would be better off if more women were serving in Congress. Країнам було б краще, якби більше жінок були в Конгресі. Ну, працювали в Конгресі.
Так, країні було би краще,
Якби більше жінок працювало в Конгресі.
якби більше жінок працювало в Конгресі. Окей.
Далі є?
Поділимось. Victor, continue, please.
I think you'd be better off if you just moved back to your mother's house for a while. Я думаю, тобі було б краще, якби ти просто повернулася, переїхала назад до материнського дому на деякий час.
Yes, it is used like advice.
If you just moved.
It is used like advice.
Це типу perfect, отут moved, just moved. Що то, типу, як past використовується.
It would be better if you just moved.
Ага, тут скрізь якби past, да, виходить.
Ну, ні, не past. Це умовне речення.
Would. Угу.
Це друге умовне речення.
Ну да, точно. Ага, окей.
Просто умова справа.
Угу.
If you just moved, а тут would. Це воно часто вживається в умовних і як порада. Stas, continue, please. Next one.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Чи почуваєшся ти краще, ніж було 4 роки тому?
Да, чи ти в кращому становищі, да?
Чи тобі краще? Ну, да.
Ніж 4 роки тому. Давайте ще по одному. Наталя, continue. Better off з чимось або без когось. Значить, підходить що with without. Давайте.
Are we better off with fewer medical products? Чи вам краще з меншою кількістю медичної продукції?
It happens. You take fewer medicine, it is better. Наталя,
Мгм.
next one.
Ask yourself after this meeting whether you would have been better off without her. Ask yourself. Запитай себе перед цією зустрічю.
Після.
Після цієї зустрічі, чи тобі буде краще без неї?
Угу. Тобто, що ми бачимо? Легко вживати with without, да? Better off з чимось без чого, і з героєм.
Угу.
Віктор, continue, please. For not understanding.
For not understanding that we are better off without him. Для нерозуміння
Виходить так.
нам було б краще без нього.
Так і залишимо. Для нерозуміння нам було краще без нього. Next one. Може опечатка для розуміння, for understanding. Continue.
It is possible to make one person better off without making the other person worse off. Це можливо зробити одну людину кращою без того, щоб зробити іншу людину гірше.
Це зворотня просто.
Гіршим.
Well off, worse off. Це комусь погіршити. Це те ж саме, що чи тобі краще, де тут воно? Are you better off, ніж раніше? Are you worse off than previously? Окей. Next one. Дочитаємо.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't want to let her go, but I know she'd be better off with me.
О,
Вони не хотіли, щоб вона йшла, ну, типу, дозволяти їй йти, але я знав, що їй буде краще зі мною.
угу. Стас,
Окей.
continue, please.
Another constant threat is lesbianism, as if to say that women are better off without men.
Угу. Vocabulary is growing. Translate, please.
Константа, інша threat.
Загроза.
Інша постійна загроза є лесбіянство,
Угу.
якщо казати, що жінкам краще без чоловіків.
Угу. Next one. Загроза прийшла. Next one.
Загроза. If you really want to make light of powder, you are better off with specialist hardware. Якщо ти реально хочеш зробити світлим of powder.
То давайте краще перевіримось. Light powder. Угу. Так. Якщо ти хочеш зробити що? Light of powder.
Так.
You are better off with specialized hardware. Це розпалити вогонь, виходить?
Якщо ти реально хочеш розпалити вогонь, тобі буде краще, конкретніше, спеціаліст.
Краще вжити якесь обладнання спеціалізоване.
Ага. Тобі краще буде з спеціалізованим обладнанням. Хардвер обладнання, так?
Це типу туристичного, я так розумію. Угу.
Mm-hmm.
And last one.
Other countries in the system could also be better off with such an arrangement.
It's a good one.
Інші країни в системі можуть бути кращими з деякими arrangements.
It's like a deal. Домовленість.
Ага. Бути кращими з деякими домовленостями.
So we can use it with, without, or gerund. I'll post it too in our group. One sec. To be better off is behaves. Be better off behaves like adjective. Поводить себе як прикметник. Та ти будеш краще. You will be better off. І продовжуйте. Working, studying, going, or with, without. You will be better
Або-
off. Кажіть.
Або be worse off. Це таке ж саме, ну, зворотне.
Зворотне,
Так?
зворотне, yes.
Так.
Better вгору, worse гірше. For example,
Мгм.
what? Як сказати? You will be worse off if you don't quit bad habits.
Мгм.
You will be worse off буде гірше if you don't quit. Це перший мовний. If you don't quit bad habits.
Мгм.
We have video. It's tricky one. The purpose of this video is to explain how to use better off, but for English learning channel, he speaks really quickly. So let's try it. Як пояснюєш, треба повільніше говорити, це говорить сумне. Давайте глянемо. BBC Learning English.
Hi guys, Dan from BBC Learning English here with this week's learner question. Find out what it is after this. Okay, this week's learner question comes from Mariano from Spain, who writes, how do I understand the sentence, we are better off than you? Does it always refer to questions related to money? For example, we have got more money than you. I'm not sure. Please help. Okay, Mariano, here's your explanation. So, well off is an adjective and it relates mainly to money matters. If you are well off, you may not be exactly rich, but you certainly have enough money to live well and comfortably. For example, they're quite well off. They have their own flat and they have their own car. The comparative form of well off is better off, and this is used to talk about the varying degrees of wealth that different people have. For example, we're not as well off as the Joneses. They are definitely better off than we are. To be better off also has another meaning, and it means to be in a better situation. It's mostly used in conditional patterns. For example, if you've got heavy bags to carry, you're better off taking a taxi. Or, it says on the sign over there that the motorway is closed, so we're better off going by a different route. Finally, we can talk about the better off. When we add the to an adjective, we create a group noun. So the better off is a group of people who are better off than us. For example, the better off should pay a high rate of tax, whereas the worse off should pay no tax.
We can translate this one. It's interesting. About group of people. Victor, let's try.
Ну, то, типу, багатші повинні платити вищі податки, в той час як бідніші мають платити нічого,
Мгм.
не мають нічого платити.
Як в собачому серці. Взяти і поділити. Так, з багатших більше, з бідніших менше. Це група людей виходить. The better off.
Тебе, типу, кращі.
Цікаво,
До
так?
грошей, да, більше відноситься завжди.
Так, тож пояснюю. Native speaker.
Багатші. Мгм.
Так.
Tax, whereas the worse off should pay no tax at all. I hope that answers your question, Mariano. Thank you very much for writing to us. If anybody else out there has a question for Learner's Question,
Мгм. Stas, did you understand him?
Yes, I think I understood.
Wasn't it too quick?
We have question from Mariana from Spain.
Мгм.
She asks,
Ну, в загальних рисах все не треба. Все ясно, да?
да.
Окей.
Єдине, мені не зразу було зрозуміло, коли Віктор перекладав. Тобто я зрозумів, що the better off – це про групу людей, і там виходить група людей,
Ті, що
може бути.
багатші.
А от звідки ті, що багаті? Там було написано the better off, там should pay. Тобто
hi guys,
група людей
Dan from
може
BBC
платити.
Learning English here
One
with
sec. Ось де воно. Поки Наталія ходить.
Off. When we add the to an adjective, we create a group noun.
Ось додаємо the, і виходить
Ага,
група людей, та що багатша.
Ага.
A group noun. So the
Все.
better off is a group of people who are better off than us.
О, group of people who are better off than us.
Це взагалі
Ага.
правило таке є?
Краще за нас.
Ну, виходить, що так.
Це не тільки для better off, це по суті для любого прикметника, не можна.
А інше я не скажу, бо не перевіряв.
Цікаво.
Виходить,
Тобто
що
група людей краще за нас.
які живуть краще за нас.
Угу.
Ось він каже, що багатші мають платити більше.
Ага.
І там же ж десь є налог, податок на розкіш, да? Яких там
Так.
Там у нас теж.
у нас не чув. Я
Ні,
пам'ятаю,
якщо квартира там більше 65 квадратів, там за кожний квадрат треба плачувати, щось таке.
it's about like flat.
Це все відноситься до цих податків на розкіш. Бо якщо машина дорожче стоїть, ніж якась сума.
А якщо на бабусю?
Бабуся платить.
Бабуся платить.
Okay, you can see vocabulary in our group. We have discussed to be better off. Додаємо тоді або герундій, або щось умовне, або with without. І можете його зробити 2-3 рази, якщо хочете. Better off. Okay, I'll open rooms for us. Mikhail is listening today, so let's work. One sec. Excellent. Let's work with it. I can share it on the screen if you need.
I have it.
So struggle.
His struggle with this disease was very long.
Okay.
Далі, да, вона звичайно.
Continue, yes.
Okay, prospect. It will be good to see the situation from his prospect.
Так, а там перспектива, по-моєму, у нас не так була. Any good prospects? Це перспективи просто.
А тепер покращення в майбутньому, да?
Ні, воно і так вживається. Ну, у нас в діалогі буде саме ось покращення, перспективи.
Maybe. This improvement will give us a good prospect.
Or good
Oh.
prospects, okay? Let's make at least every third a question.
Okay. When did you send me a spreadsheet?
When did you send me? Okay.
He is maintaining his PC on a regular basis.
Okay.
He maintains, maybe.
Maintains, yes, repeatedly.
Has he impressed you?
Has
he
impressed you? Okay.
It will be hard to find a good job without references.
Это тоді убираємо without references.
Without references.
Okay.
Everything is good, but I have. Okay, everything is good, but I'm not sure about that point.
And also, I think it will be point in document.
Ну, там, like
Actually,
everything is good in that agreement, but that point.
beside that point, okay?
Mm. Will your company hire more employees next month?
Okay.
Are you afraid to be fired?
Repeat, please.
Are you afraid to be fired?
Fired. Excellent. We can make more better of. Actually, look at the screenshot, the white one maybe. I'll show it to you. One sec. Better off, там де прикладів багато. А ось де. Let's try it maybe 3 times. Better off
Okay.
if, then, with, without, and gerund maybe. Let's try if.
Yeah, if she start doing that exercise, she would be better off.
If she started, тоді, да? Да. If she
Да.
started.
If she starts doing exercises, should be better off.
Ну так would це ж все ж таки другий. Тоді ж я кажу, if she started, там past simple.
Точно. Ага, да, окей, да. If she started.
Окей.
Okay, so, I think we would be better off without buying expensive things.
Окей.
And the company will definitely better off with this new equipment.
Там на початку, да? The company will be.
That will be,
Company will be better off.
because it will definitely be better. Okay.
Find new equipment.
Yeah. Here's equipment.
Okay, let's continue.
Long run. Starting a new courses will help us in the long run.
Давайте множину без тоді. Starting the new courses.
Starting the new courses will help us in the long run.
Victor, I have to restart Zoom. It's lagging.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
Не реагує, щось він не знайшов, зависли кнопки.
I see.
I'll be right back.